Welcome to the Free Game Call-In Show, where you call in and tell us about your problems and we give you shitty, unsolicited business advice. My name is Eric, and remember, this is not financial advice. Please do not sue us. All right, guys, this is a Asian-owned business. We don't have fucking AC or fucking heater in this goddamn sweatshop, so you know what? They said, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm not trying to sweat while I do this shit.
Hello?
Ivan, what up, bro? This is Eric from Superline.
Oh, what's good, Eric?
What's good, bro? You on the Free Game Call-In Show where we give you shitty business advice.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy because, like, I did watch you on Instagram, YouTube all the time, and then now I'm hearing your voice, and I'm like, oh, shit, it really is.
Yeah, this is not AI. This is really me. Well,
nah, this is really you. Nah, I appreciate you taking the time to call me, bro. Real talk.
yeah, tell me about yourself. What you got? You got a clothing brand? I see you got a clothing brand. What is it called?
do,
Love?
Yes, I've been copping from y'all for a minute. My brand is called Love Law Society. Y'all actually one of, like, my first, like, manufacturers that I was, like, working with. Like, once I got my tax ID, I emailed y'all, and y'all hooked me up with the wholesale and everything. Like, I've been working with y'all for a while now. Yeah.
What are your problems that you're having? How can I help?
So honestly, right now, like, my main problem is funding. Like, I'm trying to get my shit situated to the point where, like, I can be able to, like, produce a lot. Like, you see right now it's summer. Yes. I wish I could have, like, the nylon shorts, the mesh shorts. Like, I got so many ideas on so much I want to get done, but I don't have the money for it. You get what I'm saying? I work a regular 9 to 5.
What's your 9 to 5?
I also do this.
What's your 9 to 5?
I work in a school. I'm a teacher assistant.
Okay.
I used to sell cars, and I used to make a lot of money, but then I didn't have time for the business. So I took a pay cut so that I could have time to dedicate more to my business, but then now I don't really got the funds to invest in it. Like, that's kind of like the problem I'm having now.
What are you how much are you doing in sales a week or a month?
So it's usually, like, based on the drop. Like, I don't really drop every month, and I don't really drop, like, every week or something, but it's like I'll drop something, let's say, like, 25 to 50 pieces, and I sell out, like, usually within a month or two, depending on what I'm selling and everything.
And you don't have a store, you're just selling it all online and hand to hand?
I sell online and hand to hand. I make most of my sales with people that actually know me because I used to make music. So I know a lot of people, like, that be outside, and I know all the people that be in the clubs. So everybody usually just hits me up like, yo, what you got right now? It's summer, you got shorts. Right now I don't got no shorts. So, like, it's like I'm slacking in a way, you know? Like, that's how I'll be looking at it.
Do you have a hero product, or do you have a product or a design that is like, that's the one that everybody wants?
My hero product, my hero product is a black trucker with flames on it. It's literally the hat. Like, that's literally the product everybody wants, and I make it super exclusive. Like, I don't sell it anymore. That's one of the main things I do.
Do you make that yourself, or do you make it from overseas?
Overseas. I have a manufacturer in China, and they make it for me. Before, I used to do the Nissan, and I used to do the auto caps and stuff like that. But then, like, I felt like the quality wasn't that good, and I didn't like how I had to buy it and then get it printed. So now I just get everything done. They make it, do the embroidery, do the print, and I'm paying, like, way better than what I would have paid if I was getting the hats and getting them done myself.
Yeah. So I'll say, in terms of the funds, I'll say the first thing is you just got to limit your lifestyle. Like, I'm looking at your Instagram right now, and you are popping mad bottles, bro. Your Instagram looking lit.
No. I don't pop no bottles. That's a facade.
It's fake. It's fake.
Yeah. I don't pop no bottles. I don't even drink. Those are my friends' bottles. Hell no.
Okay. Well, my thing is, you know, even for me, like, when I was first making money, I was making $3,000 a week, right? I was living at my fucking mom's house. Like, I lived at my mom's house till I was 28, and I was making $3,000 a week. But everything I was making, I was pouring it back into the business. So in terms of, like, funds and stuff, like, I know, like, obviously if you got a family, you know, you got rent, you got
Yeah,
this,
that's
but
the thing.
that shit adds up.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But in terms of the funds, like there's no way around that. That's just one of those things where it's like,
So like, there's no ways to like get like outside funding, like
bro,
grants, a business
you
loan,
can do shit like
none of
that,
that.
but at the end of the day, like when it's your money, when it's all money in, you gonna fucking figure it
Yeah,
out. You know, like if somebody loans you 50 bands and you go take the 50 bands and you make some shorts and that shit don't sell, guess what? You're gonna be stressed, but you're not gonna be tripping. If you put up your own 50
yeah,
bands and that shit don't sell, you're gonna be stressed and you're gonna be tripping. So it's from
yeah,
my experience, putting your own money in
yeah,
is what's gonna give you the outcome because it's like it's your money. It's your shit and you work
yeah,
so hard for it, right? Like if it's somebody gives you 50
yeah.
bands, you might have 10 designs, 10 ideas, and you're gonna be like, fuck it, let me go try it, right? But if it's your 50 bands, you gonna make sure whatever the fuck you're making is gonna sell. You gonna make sure because it's your fucking 50 bands that you sweated, bled, fucking saved up, right? So in terms of the
So you're
money,
telling me, yeah, you telling me basically, like, just keep doing what I'm doing then, basically.
I'm telling you,
Like,
fucking
don't try to rush it
I'm telling
or
you, trim your lifestyle down as much as you can. Keep your monthly payments as low
correct,
as you can. Fucking goddamn eat rice
correct.
and beans every day. Save up every single dollar, right? That's step number one. Step number two is if you have a hero product, double down on that shit. The reason why I like hats, I love hats, is because one, hats have no sizes. So if you
Correct.
selling sweatsuits, you got a motherfucking size small, medium, large, extra large, whatever, right? But if you
Yeah,
selling
yeah.
hats, bro, that motherfucker gonna fit every single person. So what
Every person.
exactly?
That's
So what
true.
I would say is like if your shit is something, if that's like the number one thing that you've been selling, bro, stop.
Yeah,
Don't stop. It's like imagine somebody who's selling crack on the corner, right? And he's like, oh, I'm trying to keep
yeah.
this shit limited. He ain't trying to keep that shit limited. He trying to sell that shit to everybody. It's the same shit. Oh, I'm trying to keep my hats limited. Fuck no. Sell that shit to everybody. Everybody who want a motherfucking hat, give him a hat. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. The crack dealer who keeps his shit, his crack, fucking his dope, fucking limited. He's broke.
Yeah.
But the dope dealer who's selling dope every day to anybody who want to get high, he's making money. So, I would say,
True.
find if you have a hero product, slut that motherfucker out till like they don't want it no more. Then go find the next hero product.
You see, I was, excuse me. I still make the hats. I just do them in different colors. The main thing is I don't make it in black because I know that's the one everybody wants. And I know that when I walk in the club, I see 20 of them already. And I get a lot of complaints like, yo, I don't even want to wear my shit no more because too many niggas got it.
Then raise the prices.
So
Then raise the
I
prices.
did raise it. Yeah, I did. I raised it too.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, like, if the hats is going for you, switch it up.
Yeah.
You could do the hats and just switch up designs. Like, I think a lot of times
Just
where brands,
colors or stuff like
different
that.
colors,
Yeah.
different designs, different silhouettes. I think a lot of times where brands fuck up is like they want to make a hat, they want to make a shirt, they want to make a sweatpants, but it's like it's easier for you to just corner like the hat market. Like, you ever seen it's a brand in LA. I forgot what, like Kith
Von
L.
Dutch from
No.
back then.
I mean, but yeah, even like people
Oh,
like Von Dutch. There's a guy, Dandy Hats. You ever seen his shit? Bro, this guy is
dandy
making,
hats. No.
yes, Dandy Hats. This guy's making fucking $1 million drops on Shopify, and all he does is sell hats. That's the only thing he does. He doesn't sell nothing else, just hats.
So you never like did no outside funding for your shit, like for your business. Like you never
Bro,
like
I was
felt like
making
you needed extra money.
I was making $3,000 a week, $3,000 profit a week. I was driving a fucking Toyota Tacoma, and I was living at my mom's house. I was literally going to the club with my friends, hopping on their bottles, talking to bitches, and then they'd be like, "Oh, I'm trying to come over tonight." I'd be like, "Bruh, I'm on my friend's couch. Like, you down for that or not?" Like, I did that till I was 28. I did that because every single
Yeah.
dollar I was making, bro, I was putting it back into the business, back into the business, even till this
So
day
that's what you're
now.
telling me too. So even the money I make from work, you feel like I need to be investing. Because I always thought business is business. Like you get what I'm saying? My business funds the
If you
business.
if
I
you
don't use my
believe
personal
if
income.
you believe in what you believe in, if you believe in your brand, if you think it's really
Then
gonna
it's not
work,
wrong to do
then
it.
put everything down. You know what I'm saying? Put it. For me
God, yeah.
personally, I didn't have a plan B, and I'm just speaking for myself. For me, it was like either this shit is gonna work, or I'm a fucking
Yeah.
like this shit. That was it. It's like either this shit's gonna work or I'm gonna die. That's the only thing I had. So
Yeah.
that was the only thing I had going
I
for me.
guess that's where I've been fucking up then.
Yeah. So
Because
I
I don't be wanting to invest my money in it. Like I'd be like, yo, the business is the business, and then my personal income is my personal income. Like it's supposed to be, you know, two different things.
Yeah, but if that's the thing, then that means you're not believing in your business enough, in your brand enough, and that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that's okay too. Like there's nothing wrong with that, but you just have to be honest with yourself.
No, I know my shit. Like my shit is fire. Like I know it could be so much more.
Then
Like
you gotta, then you
especially
gotta,
if I had.
then you gotta put your nuts on the line, bro. Like you asking somebody to put their nuts on the line for you. No one's gonna do that.
Yeah.
No one's gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're like fucking Travis Scott, unless you're like fucking, you have proof of concept to where like even for me, if I went out and I went to go raise money now, I could raise money now because I have the proof of concept. But then it's like, what's the point? Because I already took all the risk.
You already took all the risks. You don't need them no more.
Exactly. So it's like, even for you, it's like by the time when they come to.
So you feel like I shouldn't be worried about so much shit. Like I be wanting to drop so much shit, and I'm like, damn, I can only afford to do nylon shorts right now. I got like so many different ideas. Like I got so much shit I got in the like cooking up right now.
Yeah,
I don't be having enough for the production. Like that be the issue.
Yeah, but if you don't got enough for the production, that means you don't got enough customers for the product, anyways. You know what I'm saying? If you don't
got enough for the production.
Like if you don't have money to produce these things, you already don't have enough sales to sell those things. Like you got to go step by step. You got to go slow. Like you trying to come up with the whole collection, a whole thing, but it's like you don't even. If you had that today, if I gave you 100,000 today and you made all this shit, you wouldn't be able to sell it tomorrow because you ain't got the audience. Because if you had the audience, you would have the 100 racks.
Then it would have been fast. So what do you recommend?
I recommend, if you believe in your brand, save up all your money. And for me personally, if I were you, looking at your products, I would stick to the hats. Like I would just come up with a bunch of variations of hats. They got no sizes. That's what's already selling. So just double down on the hats and keep doing it. And then once it's like to the point where like you have that bankroll of 50 bands and you could do other stuff, then you can do other stuff. You know?
Then you do other stuff type shit.
Yeah, because when you sell other stuff, the sizing is gonna kill you, bro. You're gonna get stuck with 5 smalls and three 2Xs. You're gonna get stuck. But a hat, you're not gonna get stuck. And then think about it. Hats, you can do, even hats alone, you could do so many different types of hats. Trucker hats, dad caps, beanies, bucket caps. Like there's a plethora of hats.
I was like, I thought they only want my trucker hat. So I'm like, why would I go and try to make another type of hat? Like they probably not gonna fuck with that one like that, like the way they fucked with this.
Yeah, I mean,
I never even tried to do a different one.
Yeah, but I think when you're starting out, less is more, right? So like, don't even focus on, if the trucker hats are working, bro. Make a fucking trucker hat in every goddamn color. Come up with 10 different designs and just do trucker hats and be the trucker hat guy until that shit is played out, you know? But by the time it's like, if it gets played out, then you'll have the funds to do other shit. You'll have the funds to do other shit. I mean, I'm looking at your product now, and the shit that looks like it's gonna sell the most is the trucker hats. So I would double down, bro. And again, trucker hats, there's no sizes. Men can wear it, female can wear it, fat dudes can wear it, skinny dudes can wear it. Anyone can wear it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully that helps.
Bro. No, it did. You definitely helped me because I really thought everybody was getting their shit by getting business loans and like that's the way everybody just be flooding the market with so much shit. But I think that's what I was doing wrong. I wasn't really investing in myself.
That's a way to do it, but like I said, like at the end of the day, like you asking another man to put the nuts on the line for you. So it's like, and the only time a man's gonna do that is if he knows that he's gonna make 4x, and by the time that happens, it's too late. You could just do it yourself.
Correct.
You know? So.
Correct.
All right, Ivan. Hopefully that helps. Wish you the best of luck. The people want to find you. What's your brand?
I really appreciate the call, bro. Thank you.
Anytime, bro. What's the brands if people want to find you? Where can they find you?
Love Law Society.
All right, y'all. Y'all tap in. You know we stay giving y'all free game.
This is Oscar.
Oscar, what up, bro? How's it going?
I'm good, brother. Just grinding away. What's going on with you?
This is Eric from the Free Game Call-In Show.
Eric.
Superline Network.
What's up, big dog?
What up, bro?
Yeah, not shit, man. I could have sworn I got a text about something. I don't even know what the hell that's about.
I mean, we're just starting a new show. We're just trying to give people free shitty business advice. So can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Yeah, for sure, man. Just a custom print shop out here in Dallas. We kind of service all kinds of different brands and companies, and We handle a lot of under the sun, from like screen printing to embroidery and laser and DTF, a little bit of everything.
What is your annual revenue per year?
About 1.5.
What do you guys need help on? You're doing fine, bro. You're doing $1 million a million a year. That's a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I guess when you get to this level, you're kind of like, we're trying to hit 5. We're trying to hit 10, But I know what we need to do to hit 5. But it's always good just to learn key points from other cats, right? So, obviously, in order for us to hit probably 5, we only got like one salesman, which is me and like one other person. Probably need to up the salespeople. And then in turn, I'm probably going to have to bring in more equipment to be able to solidify the 5 that's going to come in. I didn't know if this is for stuff that's below 1 million, then yeah, for sure. We've already hit that tier, but we're trying to get to that next level.
What do you think is stopping you now from getting to that next level?
I think probably hiring a team and then delegating certain tasks within the team. I'm working on that at the moment. Like right now, I handle a lot of hats. And I can only do so much, and that's probably going to bottleneck me. So unless you delegate or bring in the right thing and the people, but ultimately, we would need more sales to come in to be able to even hit that number. So yeah, just a lot that I'm probably answering most of the questions myself. But just a lot of stuff that needs more, delegating, because I can't do it all.
What is your like number one service? Because I'm on your Instagram now, and I see you do screen printing, you do embroidery, you do car wraps, you do graphic design. What is like out of all of those? What is the number one thing?
The number one thing that generates the most revenue for us right now is going to be embroidery, 100%.
And you have your own screen print set up in there as well?
Yeah, we got all M&R. We got all the top of the line shit. It's so funny. I had an employee that I like mentored forever, and he kind of went off and did his own thing. And it's funny because I think he just got not really. He kind of just did. He got some shit forecast, or he basically got shouted out by Superline. I was like, oh, that's so dope, bro. His name is Stilo. His name's Jose from Stilo Printing. He does all DTG printing, and he's like, he's my old employee, but man, he's good people, so that's cool. So I just saw that, but yeah, bro. I would say embroidery is our number one. We got multiple heads. We probably got like 56 heads here, so we have quite a bit of machines, and we print for so many. We print wholesale for a lot of print shops. Their customers just don't know it. We're the plug. And then on top of that, I got my own retail people. I got my own retail clients. So I'm kind of tapped into both markets. I print wholesale for people, and then I just print my own shit retail.
What is the sales flow now? Is it just the other screen print shops are coming to you when they get a wholesale order, or is it you're going after them, or how does it?
As far as orders go, man, thankfully we're blessed. We're like, I really don't even have time to go to people. Most of my shit is like my email just get flooded. They're all over my social media. People hit me direct. I've been in the game for 10 years, so I've just built so many clients, so many relationships. Like, we don't pay a lick of marketing. For us to get to 1.5, we don't pay for any marketing. We've never done a fucking email we don't even do email blast, dog. We don't do shit. We literally are lacking in that department. We probably should, but we don't do any email blasts. We don't do nothing. So I feel like if we brought in a sales team that's just other than me, like I'm bringing in 100K by myself, just in sales. My nephew just came on board like 5 months ago. He went to school at Tech. He's really green. He probably brings in he don't bring in shit right now. Maybe 8K, 5K. He's like a little rookie, but I bring in all of it. So I don't really have any help. I feel like if I had another juggernaut that was like, yo, bro, I'll help you sell. We can kill it. Building that team is going to get us to that 5 mil. But when you build that, you're going to have more headaches here. If the streamline isn't streamlining and you don't have the right shit in place and the right machines, we won't be able to keep up with it. So I'm not really worried about that. I feel like we have a solid team that can handle it. It's more so about, getting the salespeople in here.
I would say, if anything, it's more about doing less and less about doing more. So, when you go on your page, there's so many different.
I sold the car wrap biz. That's exactly what happened. I had 2 companies. I was juggling that hoe. I was like, fuck this. I need to go where the money is. The print shop is your money maker. Car wrap shit is for fun. So I sold that business to one of my main techs. So I no longer have car wraps. But don't get me wrong, people already know I did car wraps for like 3 years. I got the best guy in the game out here in Dallas. So if you need a wrap, I'm going to plug you to my guy, and I'm just going to get a cut off it.
Yeah,
I'm just a salesman for him, but I don't go sell it. Like, if they ask me, I'll plug you to him. So that's some shit I don't mess with. My main focus is the print shop. Now, within the print shop, we have 4 or 5 departments. You got DTF, you got laser engraving, you got screen print, you got embroidery. So we only service 4 things here. And within these 4 things, we stay super busy.
Yeah, but I think even those 4 things are too much, you know, because when I go talk to screen print shops and when I see people that are doing like a little bit of everything, usually they're not like the master at one thing. And from what I'm hearing, like how much of your business revenue do you think is embroidery? Like what percentage?
Well, when I look at my P&Ls every month, embroidery's pushing like 70, 80K, or not, embroidery's pushing like maybe 60, 70%. Screen print's only pushing like, percentage. I was going off numbers of revenue that they're bringing in each month.
Yeah, so if you're doing 60 to 70% on just embroidery, just think about all the headache it takes to do screen printing, right? Because you got to now have go create the screen. Then you got to go back and forth with the customer about explaining to them why every color needs a different screen. There's so many different processes, so many different systems. If it's only making 20% of your revenue, bro, fuck all the other shit and just focus on being the embroidery guy. You focus on being an embroidery guy, get you another 50 heads in there. You're going to have screen print shops come to you every other day being like, yo, I'm doing the prints for this guy, but he wants embroidered hats, right? And they're like, yo, I can't do it as much as you, or I can't do it as fast as you, or as good as you. So the next thing you know, if you just focus on being just the embroidery guy, you're going to get so much business because, and even for you, like even if you have a sales team now, training that sales team is going to be so hard because you've got to teach that sales rep on every process of everything that you offer. You're essentially offering 4 services. So he has to understand DTF, then he has to understand DTG, then he has to understand screen print, then he has to understand embroidery. Those are 4 different processes to make a garment, right? But if you just do embroidery, it's like, yo, all you got to do, even your sales team, is you can have them hyper focus on just embroidery. And then on the streamlining the process, like on the back end, it's like even the employees that you hire to run the machines, it's like, yo, you just got to learn this one machine. Even the digitizing of the files, like when you digitize a screen print file, it's way different than digitizing it as an embroidery file.
Yeah, and our digitizing set up, we just send it off to a company and they give it to us. So we don't even have to mess with it. That's all a process. You send it out for $5, they're going to send it back. We're charging the client 40. We're making 35 off the top and we're not even touching it.
Yeah, so if you're making 70% of your revenue off of just embroidery, my philosophy is like, yo, just double down on that one thing and just keep doing that. Like even for me, when I first started, I was doing probably about like $1 million a year in revenue. And I was heat pressing shirts and I was printing shirts. I was doing custom shirts and then I was importing my own shirts as well. The business took off to 5 million when I essentially got rid of the print business. So every week I was making, I think anywhere I was making like $3,000 to $5,000 profit off of this business. And essentially what I did is I was like, yo, I'm just not going to do this anymore. And I'm going to focus 100% of my energy on selling blanks. Just because even hiring the staff, like teaching somebody how to print, teaching somebody how to weed vinyl, then having another sales guy to sell the printing shit. It was like so much more headspace and volume versus like, yo, let me just get rid of that shit. And in the beginning, I lost $3,000 a week. But then eventually it's like the blanks business scaled because I only had to focus on one thing. I only had to focus on hiring somebody to sell blanks. I only had to focus on warehouse workers to supply blanks. Like the warehouse workers weren't weeding vinyl and printing vinyl and working the store. You know, it was like they just had one job. So I think Alex Ramosi talks about it a lot.
100%. And it's so funny you say that because I'm in the process of selling the screen print right now. I already have a buyer on the hook, but he's trying to get approved by the bank because for me, what I wanted to get out of, bro, screen printers are fucking headaches. Like one day they're going to show up, bro, and the next day they don't want to show up. Like in my embroidery staff, they're all fucking valedictorians. That's how I kind of like describe it. They're valedictorians. They're going to work on a Saturday. They're going to fucking stay late. They're going to show up early. Like you don't have to worry about the embroidery staff. They're like on fucking point. With the screen printers, they're like the kids that got D's and fucking C's and F's and like fucking did drugs. They fucking got out of school, got truancy and shit, did drugs, didn't give a fuck about being in class. I was probably one of them fucking kids, low key. But my point is, they're not dependable, right? They're gonna come majority of the time. They're gonna be the type of people that like, hey, bro, can't make it today, and it's the fucking day of, and you're like, what do you mean you can't make it? Like, oh yeah, bro, got a flat tire. Like, I just can't make it. They don't care. So that's kind of what I'm dealing with, bro. So if I get rid of that, like $8,000 will come back into the company a month. It's costing me $8,000 to run that department. And if I get rid of all that shit, I probably would have $8,000 coming back and I can just outsource it to fucking some cat down the street who's going to charge me pennies.
Yeah, and the thing is
way more sense.
And the thing is you guys can essentially trade services too, because the guy who's coming for embroidered hats is going to come for t-shirts, and the guy who's coming for t-shirts is going to come for embroidered hats. So it's like he can give you a contract rate, and you can give him a contract rate, and you can just focus on just doing embroidery. So I think that's the way to scale, is being excellent at one thing. And even from like the branding and sales concept, it's like it's so much easier, more digestible just to make one like embroidery content, right? Like if you're making content like, yo, this is how you embroider a hat, this is how you screen print a shirt, it's like too much. But if you're like, yo, this is how you embroider a hat, here's the 3 tips on embroidery, here's how to digitize. If all of your content is about embroidery, even from like attracting the right customers on a marketing side, it's going to be a lot easier. So
yeah, because then I can go get those big accounts and say, hey, bro, I got 100 heads. I'll knock out your shit for like $3 a pop. We can handle thousands of pieces. And all I have, and it probably makes my life a lot easier, because I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm stressed running all these people. If I only have to worry about one department, I can put somebody in charge of that shit, and I don't have to fucking.
And then you can focus. You can focus on sales. You can focus on what you're good at. You can focus on sales. You can have a production manager. That person manages a team of 10 to 20 people that all they do is embroidery. All you got to focus on is making sure the machines are good and just bring in the sales. You're not selling 3 different items, 4 different products. You're just selling one thing, which is embroidery. So
what do you think about DTF? DTF we make a lot of bread on for cheap, bro. I feel like DTF.
I would say it's just be the master of one thing. Like think about it. The market of embroidery is so big. It's probably millions, if not billions of dollars. So if you're only capturing $1 million out of the entire market, it's like, yeah, there's an idea of DTF or screen print, and there's all these other markets, but it's like, if you focus on one thing and you want to scale your business, you can get to 5 to 10 million, just being the best at that. Even if you're just the best at that locally. Like imagine if you start landing, Subway's uniforms, you start landing Dunkin' Donuts, UPS, like that alone. Like there's a guy below me, all he does is embroidery. He probably has 20,000 square feet, and it's just probably 200 heads. And he is the go-to guy for embroidery, and he does exactly what we're talking about, which is contract work, and then he also does a little bit of the retail work. And
he's killing that market.
He's killing it, and he's not doing DTF, he's not doing screen printing, he's not doing all these other things. He's doing one thing. And again, even from and he doesn't even do any marketing. All his marketing is people that are essentially like the sales guys you're talking about. He has those corporate sales guys, because those guys, they don't want to run a store. They don't want to manage a warehouse. They don't want to manage the machines. So they go out there, find their corporate accounts, bring it to him, and he just produces it. But if you do one thing, it's a lot easier to scale than doing like 5 different things. So sometimes you got to take a step back to take 2 steps forward.
So my job is I need to look at selling the laser machine, selling all that shit, bro, and put all your money in one item and just scale that shit up.
Exactly. And then even from the branding standpoint, like your brand, what is it called? AV, how do you say it? AVR Adverdo Customs?
So, yeah, the name of the company is Avidarock. It's my last name Cordova backwards.
Yeah, but even that, I would just make it to where it's digestible. Like, embroidery, the best embroidery shop, or something, something where it's like something about embroidery to where it's like, even for Google SEO, it's the first thing.
So for ours, it's like Avidarock Custom Printing, the apparel experts. That would change into Avidarock Custom Printing, the embroidery specialist, or some shit like that.
Yeah, or even just embroidery specialist. The embroidery PhD, whatever, like the master embroiderer.
You're saying the name alone don't need to have last names. You're saying just change it all together, which is strictly embroidery, but people know what it is.
Yeah, just have it where it's like digestible. I mean, to be honest, I don't think the name really matters. But I think it's more so about just putting out content where it's like, yo, you just do embroidery. Like even when I go to your page, the pin thing is a car wrap. Then it's your store. Then it's, the laser engraving. It's like the first 3 things that people should see when they go to your page is embroidery, 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 embroidery. And then that's like very digestible. It's like, oh, this guy just does embroidery and he's the best at it. I think that'll help you out.
Okay, appreciate it, bro. Thanks so much. So yeah, how does this work? We signed up to kind of get a call, and you just kind of call each company and kind of digest what's going on, and then that's how you're kind of creating your content.
Yeah, you're gonna see this video on YouTube. If you want to shout out your brand, if you want to shout out your company, now's the time.
Okay, dope. Yeah, Avirock Custom Printing, Dallas, Texas. All right, cool. That's what's up.
All right, Oscar.
All right,
Thank
dope,
you.
bro. Well, hey, I appreciate the time, bro. Thanks.
No problem. Have a good one.
We'll see it. You
Bye.
too. Later.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello. What up, bro? This is Eric from Superline. How's it going?
How you doing? Doing good.
Good. What's your name? How do you say your name?
Dollar.
Duller. What up, man? You're on the free game. You're on the free game podcast. You're on the free game call-in show where we give you shitty business advice.
Say again?
I said you're on the free game call-in show where we give you shitty business advice. This is Eric from Superline.
So
How can I help?
yeah, okay. So I have a shop, like I have a free clothing brand, and we average $5,000 a week. We want to know like how can we expand that? Because most likely we're like getting more employees, more people getting a hand to make sure we like actually grow and scale faster. So any tips on how to scale that?
So you're a print shop? You're a custom print shop?
Yeah, we're a print shop, but we also have a few clothing brands also.
So they're your clothing brands or they're somebody else's clothing brands?
They're all clothing brands.
Your clothing brands. And then what do you guys do exactly in the print shop? Is it screen print? You have a screen print machine? You have DTF machine? What type of machines do you have?
We mostly do like embroidery and screen printing.
Embroidery. And you have what kind of machines? Is it how many heads?
We have a 6-head machine, and then for the printing we have like a 6 and a 12 for the printing.
6 and 12. And what is the like the number one challenge you're having right now?
Employees.
What is it about the employees?
Say that again.
What is it about the employees that you're having a hard time with?
Getting them motivated to actually going, keep going and stuff like that. Like to actually be better in a way. It's like, can I leave them and trust them without messing up? If that makes sense.
Yeah. What you know how you talked about you doing 5,000 a week? Where's that revenue coming from? Is it walk-in customers? Is it
no, like mostly contract work for like clinics.
How much did you want to charge today?
And how many employees do you have?
Like 5 or 7.
5. And what is the problem? They're not showing up to work or what?
It's not showing to work. It's like they like basically like when I give them like a work to do, it's like they don't do it, the level you wanted to do it. So basically, the customer has to say, hey, what's going on with my order? It's not because before I used to do it myself, and it used to be like I make sure it's done super good, and then now it's like they could see the difference in a way, if that makes sense.
Are you?
So I don't know if it's me, but.
Do you do mostly the sales, or what is your day-to-day role?
Say that again.
What is your day-to-day role? Like, what do you focus on?
Mostly marketing right now, but I just want to make sure like they get everything done.
And what is it? The employees, they just don't have accountability. They don't have full ownership of the role. They're not doing like the best job, I guess. That's safe to say.
How can I explain it? It's like for example, as an entire unit, it's like I could give up a task. It's like I can really fully trust like that it will get done in a way. And I don't know, this is my first time doing it. It's not like I'm new to this, if it makes sense.
Yeah. Are you training them well on like the machines and stuff? Like, do they know how to use the machines?
Because right now, because we do have because we have a Repoma, so they have actually video. They send us video for training and stuff like that. So basically, I go, I spend a week go over the video and turn it one by one and stuff like that. I don't know like how much because it's my first time too. Because it's not like I know how to do it myself perfectly, but like training them and getting to that home, I don't know if I need to hire somebody to train them, but I don't know that's where I'm stuck at, to be honest.
Yeah. I would say when it comes to employees, it's